Okay, we're here in front of the corn, and you can see we've had one right here that got eaten very early in the season, and I thought for sure we're gonna lose all this corn to pests. And then they actually didn't touch it for a long time, but there have been some developments in here that I'm a little worried about. You can see some of this corn looks pretty good, especially this ear right here looking pretty good. So we may get lucky and get a few of them here. But I just saw over here there was, oh, here it is right here. I'll show you right down here. That one there just got completely dined on by a bunch of ants. Just completely eaten. So let's go ahead and see what we come up with here. Let's hope that we didn't lose all of our corn to pests, or I even know that a couple of these look like they may not have gotten pollinated properly. This is my first time ever planting in a square like this here in the middle of the yard. Usually I plant along the fence line, which is designed to help the pollen have a place to kind of blow up against and kind of circulate into the plants. And I've always had very good pollination of my corn. I did this differently this year because we did have some rodents or pests getting into the corn last year and ate me out of probably 2/3 of the corn that I grew. So I was trying it here to see if I could get away from some of the pests. But apparently I didn't do a very good job. So let's go ahead and check it out here and see how we did here. Okay guys, I'm just gonna start pulling off the biggest ear of corn here real quick and just checking to see how we're looking. Because if that one's not looking good at all, we may or may not need to pull everything. So that just popped off real easy. Let's go ahead and just take a look in here and see how we did. You can see we actually missed a little bit of pollination up there. But we do have quite a few full kernels. So that looks pretty good. We'll be able to salvage some corn off of that, it looks like. And that is promising at least. Okay, let's try another big one here. You can see here that we definitely had some issues with pollination. Got too many silks that are still intact in there, but you can see they weren't really sticking out of the top there. Looks like we do have some usable corn in there, so that'll at least not be a total loss. Let's pick this one here. Oh yeah, you can see this one here at the end, you're not getting a whole lot. So let's just open this up. We did get some pollination in here. You can see kind of a failed job there. Let's go ahead and take a taste of this corn, see how well done it is. Not good at all. Well, let's keep moving here. And again, at the very top of this one, you can feel that it really just missed the boat on the pollination. Wow, I'm really disappointed. Everyone always says planting in squares is the way to go, and now I finally planted in a square instead of a row, and I got really crappy pollination. So, ooh, and that's all slimy at the base. I'm gonna get rid of that one. Gross. Get some there. We may try to harvest that and cook it off for some salsa. roast it with some salsa. That may be the way to go with this, but it's certainly not a bumper crop. Probably our biggest failure of the year so far, unfortunately. But to be totally honest, I did not go and hand pollinate any of these or try to, and these grew in a really strange form. So we're just going to chalk this up to experience. A couple more bamboo stakes we can use again. That's nice. All right, let's get in here. Again, you're seeing just the top of that, just not being fertilized properly, not being pollinated properly. And again, still feeling that lack of pollination in there. Yep, look at that. Yeah, pretty poor job. And that is all slimy. So I just pulled that whole one off because it was really slimy. I just wanted to show you what we got. Okay guys, for as much success as we've had in the garden, we're looking pretty poor on corn this year. Pretty poor on corn. Anyways, I'm joking a little bit. Pretty disappointing. This one here, not even really worth looking at. Just nothing grown. Yeah, that one's been falling out the whole time. Maybe we'll get some useful stuff like that. We'll see. Now, again, I will say this, that this area over here does not get the best sun, so we were kind of not set up for the best bumper crop. And we'll see if we can get some use out of this. I'm not that experienced with corn, but I do think I could probably use this, or at least some of it in the salsa. And again, you see this right here, just really poorly done. Let's try that. None of the silks got reached. Just completely dead space. It's a good thing we're ripping all this out, because this has been a complete waste of space for the entire summer, unfortunately. And that's the risk that we have with gardening. Okay, so now we have our corn patch torn down. I'm going to get some of that corn put away in the house so I can maybe process that in the next couple of days, see if I can't get a few things off of it. Maybe cook that up, roast it, do something. We'll see what we can get some good flavors out of it. Just so you guys see, this is what I'm taking inside, but most of these are half good, if not 3/4 bad, or 1/4 good. But anyways, some of these are pretty poor. I did a pretty poor job there and have some room for improvement for next year for sure. And now, I normally wouldn't try to rip these out right now, but since these were such small plants, I think they're going to be fairly easy to get out of the ground. Yeah, you can see why we have problems. That root zone is not going to get it done. Look at that, even one of our bigger plants, that root zone, no wonder we have problems. It's just not very big. Usually on corn that I've grown, they're almost impossible to root out like this. Like this one here feels a little bit more like a normal corn plant. You see that? Lots more roots, and that's the one that we got the real good one off of. So we failed, and from the looks of it, it looks like a lot of it had to do with the pollination and the lack of sunlight over here. This is definitely partial shade over here. Even for the garlic over winter, it really doesn't get as big of clothes going. Stakes back to work somewhere else in the garden. All of these have really weak root systems. Jeez. How did you expect to find success like that? Well, guys, our corn illusion was just that. It was an illusion. This was some sort of fever dream. A desert oasis with no destination. Yeah. Probably not gonna, well, I might give corn illusion another try and give it a better place to hopefully do some things. Okay, got most of that out of there. We'll reuse that. We have some rock phosphate here. Right there is our garden tone, bone meal, blood meal, and fish bone meal mix. 1 bag of Espomo garden tone, 2 cups of bone meal, 1 cup of blood meal, and 1 cup of fish bone meal in there. I'm just going to give each of these about 1 cup. And last but not least, a little azomite. This is just trace minerals from volcanic rock. All right. just doing a gentle turnover here. Nothing too crazy. We're gonna get up early tomorrow morning and get this planted with a few things. Gonna get in here and wash up and have some dinner, making up a nice ragu with some pasta. Yummy. But anyways, we've got these 2 raised beds all replenished and ready to plant. We're gonna do that early morning tomorrow before I go to work. And then across the yard, we've got another planter that we've had ready for a couple weeks here, so we're going to go ahead and use that. And then we also just filled 1 fabric bag with more soil, so we're going to find a way to use that. But I appreciate you guys checking this out, and I'll see you tomorrow.